Hey, friendo, Steve here.
Hey, Larson.
And with WrestleMania 41 in the books, it's time, now that it's been like a whole week, to find out what those other guys gave WrestleMania. So today, Larson, we're going to react to WrestleMania Night 1, Dave Meltzer star ratings. And are we doing like both videos up on the same day, or is it going to be okay?
Same time. All right. Same time. This
so
is
Larson,
night 1.
Really,
you're guessing. Night 2, I'll be guessing.
This is a match between you and I to determine who will ruin star ratings. We're going to have a slow, boring, methodical 2-night reaction.
Purposely.
Purposely, exactly.
Purposely. That's the important
Anyway,
part.
so I'm in the hot seat for night 1. You're in the hot seat for night 2.
Correct.
So we're going to start with night 1.
Yep, let's do that. Night 1, of course, started off with the World Heavyweight Championship match. Jey Uso, Yeet, beat Gunther.
Yeet.
In about 16 minutes, 22 seconds, is what Dave had to say. It was pretty predictable to open Mania with the feel-good moment of Uso winning the title and all the Yeet chants. The match started slowly. They are very much patterning these main WWE title matches around just doing the trademark finishing spots over and over. Uso won with a series of super kicks, 2 splashes off the top rope, and a 3rd splash to Gunther's back. Uso put on a choke, and Gunther tapped right away. They had the celebration, which included Jimmy Uso, said to be badly injured last week, coming out seemingly fine and hugging Jey.
Oh, wow. A little bit of shade there. A little bit of shade on the lack of selling, huh? So that's all I get, really?
I didn't go up to the write-up before the star ratings because I don't want to spoil anything for night 2 for me.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, this is how we used to do it anyways.
But there is a decent amount of editorializing later on, just so.
Okay. All right. He didn't dog it. Said it was a feel-good moment. I think maybe baked into that is that there's heat or a decent crowd reaction. Yeah, kind of surprised he didn't. I'm kind of surprised there wasn't more here. I assume it seemed like he probably liked it. It was a Gunther match. I'm waffling between 2 scores. I'm going to say he went 3 3/4.
You're on the board.
Hey, 1 for 1, baby. Yeah.
See if you can continue this pace. Next, New Day won the World Tag Titles, defeating, as Dave has it here, the Viking Raiders, the War Raiders now, Dave.
War Raiders now.
Dave said this: the match was fine, but it really felt like a match you'd see on TV between the 2 teams. But on TV, it would get more time. It'd be more dramatic. Right to the finish now. Woods gave Ivar the backbreaker, and Kingston came off the top rope with a double foot stomp. Woods went for the pin, and outside the ring, Kingston held Ivar's legs so he couldn't kick out. What did Dave give this one?
Oh, he said the match was fine, but if it was on TV, it'd be better. All right. Well, I mean, that's better than match exists, but like the question is, how much more over 2 stars are you going to give this thing? Match was fine. Hard time believing he'd go in. I'll say he went 3.
2 3/4.
2 3. Okay, 2
3/4.
2
Not
and
far
3.
off.
Okay,
not far off.
All right.
Next up, Jade Cargill defeats Naomi, 9 minutes 20 seconds. Dave said this, quote, "This wasn't very exciting." It was built around Cargill doing a few power moves, which she pulled off well, but she was very tentative and sloppy. She's also no longer gigantic, so she looks so imposing the weaknesses are covered by her look. At one point, Naomi missed a drop kick, but Cargill sold it anyway. Cargill tried Jaded, but Naomi cradled her for a near fall. Naomi used the Rings of Saturn. Cargill struggled getting her up on her shoulders for a power bomb, followed by Jaded for the pin.
Could you repeat the first sentence, please?
This wasn't very exciting.
The first 2 sentences.
This wasn't very exciting. It was built around Cargill doing a few power moves, which she pulled off well.
What was the next thing that was? I thought there was something.
But she was very tentative and sloppy.
Okay. All right. Was that its own sentence?
Yeah. Feels like it should be a second clause of the same sentence.
Exactly.
But
this wasn't very exciting. Boy, like he criticized it more than not. The only good thing he said was that she pulled off some power moves well.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm gonna go on the trend here. I'm gonna say you gave it 1 3/4.
Ah, close. 2 stars.
2 star. The match existed. Okay,
2
man,
stars.
That sounded like less than a match existed.
Yeah,
but okay.
I know. Next up, Jacob Fatu defeated LA Knight to win the U.S. title, about 10.5 minutes. Dave said this. Knight did a double jump off the top rope with an elbow to the standing Fatu. Knight did a top rope superplex for a great near fall. This is the one where it doesn't have a whole lot of editorializing.
Yeah.
Fatu did a moonsault, but Knight turned it into a BFT. Fatu grabbed the ropes to stop the pin. The people who didn't boo Knight, but were more for Fatu, popped for Fatu stopping the pin. Fatu did a Samoan drop off the middle rope and 2 moonsaults for the pin.
This, I would be shocked if this wasn't the most 3.5-star rating I've ever heard in my life.
Is that what you're going with?
Yeah.
3 3/4.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That sounded like so much 3.5.
It did. It did sound
all right.
pretty decent. That's what the vibe is. 3 3/4 is pushing forward. 4 is usually like great. 4-star territory says a match is great. You know what I mean?
Every single one I've gotten, dude, I think the switch was real. I think now I'm saddled with the everything I do is a 1/4 star off.
Hopefully it means I do well in my try here.
But yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't remember what I gave this match, but 3.5.
Yeah, I think it was around 3.5.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Everything that he just said screams 3.5 to me. Like here's the thing. The difference between 3.5 and 3 3/4 I feel is like pretty large. I feel
and yet it's only a 1/4 star difference.
Right. Weird.
It's interesting because once you get to 3 3/4, you're so close to 4.
You're sniffing that this is a good G1 match.
But then 3.5 seems so far away from 4 stars.
It really does. It's like, this could be on TV.
Anyways, next match, El Grande Americano defeated Rey Fenix in almost 8 minutes. Dave said the following: what they did was fine, but it never built any drama. Americano did a top rope moonsault into a senton, which was wild. Fenix used a fire driver for a near fall. Americano loaded his mask. Fenix did his rope walk kick, the idea, but then sold his ankle because he kicked the loaded mask. Americano did an ankle lock. Fenix came off the ropes with a loaded headbutt by Americano. Americano got the pin with a diving headbutt. Sorry, Fenix came off the ropes into a loaded headbutt by Americano. Americano got the pin with a diving headbutt.
Can you read the first sentence again?
What they did was fine, but it never built any drama.
Wow.
You love this match. You gave it 4 1/4.
This was a really good match.
It was good.
You gave it 3 3/4, didn't you?
I don't remember. Probably something like that. Maybe 3.5. I think it was 3.5.
I would be shocked, but I'm going to go there. I think he gave this match less than Fatu LA Knight. I'm going to say he went 3.5.
You got to go lower.
What?
2 3/4.
Oh my God! Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what it says here.
That is nuts.
You didn't like it.
He did the 450 thing.
Yeah, he said that was wild.
Wild puts it over 3.
Not in Dave's estimation. One move doesn't make it a 3-star match, Steve.
Man, this was a good match. This was a really good match. Wow.
Good. All right, you got your work cut out for you this next one, Steve. Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, look, I got that first one. Confidence was up. Now confidence shattered.
Tiffany Stratton defeats Charlotte Flair in a little bit more than 19 minutes. Dave said this.
Oh, wow.
This was a polarizing match. The crowd,
I don't care about what everybody says. I want what he says.
You get a good amount of editorializing.
Okay,
so
all right, I'll shut up.
Yeah, keep your mouth shut. This was a polarizing match. The crowd booed Flair like crazy, more than any heel either night. They did lots of moves and had time to build a match that nobody else but the main eventers had. But it was sloppy as hell. Far worse in that way than Cargill versus Naomi. They did have the idea they hated each other out the only match people bought into that level because of the messed up interview stuff. They started doing MMA stuff to give the idea it was real. Flair used a top rope natural selection for a near fall. Flair used a chop block and missed a charge into the corner. Stratton won via Alabama slam, or at least something approximating that, and her prettiest moonsault ever. Stratton had tried the move earlier, and Flair got her knees up. You could see her teeth and the swelling on her forehead at the end of the match. What did Dave give this one?
You could see her teeth. Okay, so we're into anywhere between -5 and 1 3/4 because he said it was worse than the Cargill match.
He said it was sloppy as hell, far worse in that way than Cargill versus Naomi.
Far worse in that way.
So that's one aspect of it he's saying was worse than that match.
I wonder if he counts that booing as like good heat. He also if I'm not mistaken, on like radio, remember somebody I think hit us up on chat or something, maybe he's on Twitter, I don't know, said that Dave called it a disaster.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Maybe he had some time to cool off on that.
Because he watches these shows again.
Yeah. All right.
So I imagine they were there live because they had some sort of event over the weekend in Vegas. So.
Oh wow. All right. Yeah. They were there. Yeah. Dope got a picture with Meltzer.
Yeah.
That was the best picture ever.
Oh, it was great.
I think that he went really low on this. I'm gonna say he went. I'm gonna say he went half a star.
1 3/4. So just a little bit lower than Jade versus Naomi.
It was literally a 1/4 star less than Jade Naomi.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's not quite a disaster, is it?
No.
My goodness.
All right, you get one more chance to get another one right, Steve.
Whatever, man.
Our main event.
If you get 2, you beat me tomorrow.
Main event: Seth Rollins defeated Punk and Roman.
Wow.
32 minutes, 39 seconds.
This is going to be one of like 2-star ratings, man.
This was the longest write-up in night one.
Sounds right.
And I feel like I put some stuff here, but I kind of feel like you only really need this first sentence.
Okay.
This was excellent. I'll continue, though. All three were cheered throughout the match. Rollins gave Reigns the curb stomp, but he kicked out. Reigns speared Rollins. Punk used the GTS on Rollins. It's the Heyman special of just doing the signature moves over and over. But this crowd was very hot for all of it, so it worked. It was really impressive how hot the crowd was for this long match, when deep down everybody knew none of these moves would be the finish until Paul Heyman interfered. He goes through the finish, and I'll skip ahead to this. The fans knew Rollins and Heyman had turned heel, but they cheered Punk's low blows on both Punk and Reigns. I think he means Heyman's low blows.
Mm-hmm.
With the idea the biggest happening of the three was him going with Rollins, as that was something new, and they were seeing it live. Everything else was description.
That to me screams 5. He gave it 5.
Oh, you're so close. 4 3/4.
Yeah, all right. Well,
4 3/4, Steve.
If I said 4 3/4, I'd be in the universe where it was 5 stars. So that's just my fucking day, I guess. Well, man, tomorrow.
Now you know my existence, Steve.
Tomorrow, you got to get 2 out of 7.
No, tomorrow. Today. We're doing it today.
Oh, yeah. I keep on thinking we're uploading it tomorrow. Later on today, Larson, or at the exact same time?
Same time.
I don't know when you're going to do this. Yeah. So, yeah. Tomorrow, later?
Today. Same time.
You know what they could do, though, if they want to. If they want to spread out, today they can watch night 1. If they want to, they could just watch night 2
Or
tomorrow.
if they want to, they can watch them both at exactly the same time. They have that option because they're going to be available at the same time.
Brother, nobody wants that much Steven Larson. Trust me. Anyways, yeah, that stunk. Hopefully Larson will do better whenever that other video goes up. Let us know what you guys thought about Dave Meltzer's star ratings for night 1 in the comments below. Till next time, we'll see you guys around.
Goodbye.